Okay, 8-7 part 2 is going to be just like what we did in 8-7 part 1, but it's going to have the solving element to it like we did last week. So the factoring part of it is all the same. The only difference is we'll have one more step added to it. So it's going to start off with, you'll notice the fact that I have an equal sign today, and that's fine. The only thing is I really need this to equal 0. So to do that, I'm going to get rid of everything on the right-hand side and make sure that you combine it appropriately. And it looks like on the left side, there's nothing it can really combine with. So I'm left with just a 6x squared minus 7x minus 5. And it finally equals 0. And that's the key, is that it has to equal 0. Now I can factor it. And it factors just like yesterday. So take 6 times negative 5, which is negative 30. That is now what you are multiplying to. And I'm adding to negative 7. And I've got my table. Now I need to figure out those numbers. 1 times negative 30 is negative 30, but that's not negative 7. 2 times negative 15 is negative 30, but not negative 7. 3 times negative 10 is negative 30, and hey, it is negative 7. Okay, those are two numbers. So now I have my 6x squared minus 3x minus 10x minus 5, and it does technically still equal 0. Again, this 6x squared just dropped down, the negative 5 just dropped down, and I uncombined like terms to get the middle terms there. Oh, you guys, I am so sorry. That should have been a plus 3x because it was a positive 3. I'm sorry for the confusion. Okay, now I can factor by grouping. So I get my two sets of parentheses here, and I say, what can I take out? And in the first pair, it looks like I can take out a, what do you think, a 3x? What's that leave me with? A 2x plus, oh, don't forget, if you take out everything, 3 divided by 3 is still 1. There should still be a 1 on the end. And then over here, it looks like I can take out maybe like a negative 5. Oops, I guess I didn't need parentheses there, did I? Let me erase that real quick. Move that parentheses. Okay. Negative 5, so negative 10 divided by negative 5 is a positive 2. And negative 5 divided by negative 5 is a positive 1. Hey, check it out. These two are the same. So I have 3x minus 5 as my first set of parentheses, 2x plus 1 as my second set of parentheses. And of course, the whole thing still equals 0. So, just like we did last week, take the first set of parentheses and make it equal 0. Then take the second parentheses and make it equal 0. Now you can solve. Let's see, over here I need to add 5, and I'm pretty much out of space, aren't I? So I have 3x equals 5. If I divide by 3 on both sides, then x equals 5/3. By the way, you are going to want to leave these in improper fraction form. And this one, I'm going to have to pull over here. Sorry about that. 2x plus 1 equaling 0. Let's subtract 1 from both sides. Then I'm going to need to divide by 2. And x equals negative 1/2. Try plugging that into your delta math at two different fractions, and that's all you do. All right, we will see you next week.